Living out in the country means you value two things above all else: peace and personal space. After a 20-year career in welding and mechanical work, I finally bought my dream property, a wide, dusty ranch far enough from city noise, with a big metal workshop to tinker in. Life was quiet, predictable, and most importantly, private. That was until Karen showed up. Karen wasn't born for the country life. She was one of those transplant types used to HOA meetings, newsletters, and passive-aggressive notes about grass height. She bought the property next to mine a few months ago. From day one, she acted like she was appointed sheriff of the entire road. Asterisk, she'd complain about my tractor being unsightly, demanded I trim the wildflowers by the fence line as if they weren't supposed to grow wild, and once even threatened to report me for improper barn paint color, which doesn't even make sense. Hey, this wasn't some suburban cul-de-sac. Out. This was rural Texas. Out here, the only rules are don't trespass, don't steal, and mind your damn business. Asterisk, I kept my cool. I'd nod politely, wave from a distance, and ignore the HOA pamphlets she kept slipping under my gate. But the last straw came on a hot Tuesday afternoon. Asterisk, I had gone into town for supplies and returned late that evening. As I pulled my truck into the driveway, I noticed something off. The big sliding doors to my workshop were closed. They were never closed unless I closed them, and I hadn't. Asterisk, I walked over and saw the padlock latch was undone. My heart dropped. I unlocked the doors and slid them open, and there she was. Karen's shiny white Lexus SUV was parked right in the middle of my welding bay, between my tool chest and workbench. Asterisk, I was stunned. She'd not only trespassed onto private property, she had parked inside my building. My workshop, the one I built with my own hands, where I restored classic trucks and welded art pieces for local markets. Asterisk, there was a note taped to her windshield in loopy handwriting. Asterisk, so sorry. My driveway's getting paved, and your building was open. Hope you don't mind just for the afternoon? XO Karen? Oh, I minded. I didn't call. I didn't knock. I didn't even touch the note. I stood there for 10 minutes, just letting the heat from my skin settle before my mind went into motion. Asterisk, then I grabbed my welding gear. Asterisk, I walked around the shop, lowered the heavy metal doors, and sealed them with a clean series of welds. I'd tack weld solid beads across the seams. Then I reinforced the door latches with steel rods and welded them too. She wasn't going anywhere without a grinder and 6 hours of work. Asterisk next. I unplugged all the power to the shop from the breaker in the main house, locked the gate to my property, and packed my bag. I left town that night and went camping in the mountains with no cell signal for 3 full days. Asterisk, when I got back, there were 7 voicemails, 11 texts, and a very angry HOA incident report under my gate. Apparently, Karen had expected to just swing back over for her car the next morning, but found herself locked out. She tried calling. Then she called the sheriff, but the deputy took one look at the property line, the shop ownership deed, and said, "Ma'am, it's private land. He didn't steal your car. You left it there." Asterisk, she screamed, apparently, demanded they break in. Refused. Asterisk, her husband had to Uber 3 towns over to rent an angle grinder and come back the next day to try and get through the welds. Bye. Then the local rumor mill had caught wind, and several neighbors stopped by, pretending to check the fence lines while smirking at the racket. I heard someone brought popcorn. Asterisk, when I returned, my workshop was still intact, though my welds had been cut and the doors slightly mangled. Her car was gone, but she'd left behind some scratched-up paint and a dent in one of my tool cabinets, likely from when they forced the SUV out. Asterisk, I didn't say a word. I took photos, patched up the damage, and reinforced the doors with new hinges and an internal locking bar welded into the frame. Then I posted a large red sign above the shop entrance that read, Asterisk, Private Workshop. Trespassers will be locked in. Asterisk. Karen hasn't spoken to me since. She walks her dog on the opposite side of the road now, eyes glued forward like I'm a ghost. She even stopped trying to host HOA meetings, which I suspect is the greatest win of all. Asterisk to this day. I don't regret it for a second. Some people don't learn until they're on the wrong side of a welding torch. Out here, we don't take kindly two self-pointed rule makers who can't respect boundaries. Asterisk, you mess with the bull, you get the acetylene torch. Asterisk.